So we're back to some more Pokemon Emerald, where last time we took down our father at the Petalburg City Gym and started surfing around now that we have the ability to surf around places. And this time, we are sitting out in Mauville, basically where we left off. I did a couple things, well, not really a couple things. I only did one thing off screen, and that's give some nicknames to some Pokemon that needed nicknames because the LP's actually out in this at this point in time. So we have nicknames. The Lotad, and I'm going to very much enunciate the spacing, is Moon Shine. Yes. Didn't want to have the actual, alcoholic thing. So I think it was funny just to separate the moon. It's shine of the moon, not the one you can create yourself. Don't do that. And we also have Star. I think that's how you say it. The Zigzagoon. I had two choices on this nickname, and of course I chose the one that's going to be hard to pronounce. I hate myself sometimes. So yeah, that is all who I nicknamed, and I just spat all over my screen. Oh my, I really need to clean my screen. Anyways, so this time we still have a lot to go and explore now that we have Surf. So while we could go and do something with the obvious old man in the middle of the road, I want to go do some other things so that, that's the Pokedex, I want to look at the nav. I want to go further explore around since, again, we have Surf, and today is just going to be a giant surf episode. I'm going to do as much as I can when it comes to the surfing, but in the words of IGN, too much water. So, first place I want to go to is, I believe, oh god, this is going to be the only way back is through Verdant Turf and all that. Okay. So, I'm going to go over to Route 104 via Rustboro City. So, this is an easy path back. You just take the Verdant Turf, or go over to Verdant Turf Town and then go through the Rust Turf Tunnel to go back to Rustboro. So, I'll meet you guys on over there. Back to Rustboro City, finally. Thank God for the bike. I was thinking about switching out to the macro bike, but the acro bike I don't think we really need right now. So, out on Route 104, there's this little grass path to the east that we haven't been able to do anything about. That gets us a PP up. We came all the way back here for a PP up. I'm not even kidding. Now we have to go back to Mauville. I hate myself sometimes. Back to Mauville. Back over to Mauville. We can head north to Route 111, and we saw this big old pond over by the Winstray house, so we can go and see what's out in here. I think there's only one item. Yeah, it's over here. Okay. What I was going to say is an item right here, and I can't pick it up because I'm not on land. HP up. Pretty nice, I guess. So, the next place we want to head on over towards, for new explorables, is all the way over at, I believe, yeah, Route 115, which means I'm going all the way back to Far Harbor and heading over there. So, I'll just meet you guys over at that route for convenience sake. Oh, I got the egg to hatch. I wasn't even paying attention to my screen. I was just spamming buttons. Well, that's what's inside the egg. We have ourselves a why not? Because why not? Why not is weird. It's a completely gimmicky psychic type that has crazy HP and not much else. Its gimmick is that it likes to use counter and mirror shot to reflect attacking moves back at the target. It can also guarantee damage through Encore and, in a pinch, take out the opponent through using Destiny Bond. While it may sound appealing, the rest of its stats are just complete garbage, making it just an HP sponge. A nice ability, though, is Shadow Tag, which is useful against, well, stuff that uses Runaway, like Abra and Ralts. Otherwise, it's really just too gimmicky. While it's cool in a sense, most of the time it's just going to get knocked out, and you have to basically know every single thing about each individual opponent to guess if you're going to need to use Mirror Shot or Counter, so there's that. As for nicknames, that's up to you guys. So, what did I even get on this? Why not? I'm not going to use it, but it's just funny. Adamance. I think that's plus special attack, which doesn't really matter because it just reflects moves, which, actually, I think it depends on its physical and special stats. But anyways, I'm going to continue on. You know what, since we're back in Fall Harbor, I never did go and check up on Professor Cosmo. He is back home. Oh, I never have let myself be conned into telling Team Magma where you can find meteorites. That meteorite from Meteor Falls. It's never going to be mine now. Oh, huh? That item. Could it be... Is it the meteorite that Team Magma took from Meteor Falls? Please, may I have it? I'm not asking for it for free. How about in exchange for this TM? This TM represents my feeling of gratitude. Please use it. TM27, I believe that's return, if I remember my TMs right. I lost the item. Why is it a happy tune? I can't believe it. This is really, really great. This is really going to help my research. You're gonna make me go and see what TM this is. Yep, it's return. Very powerful if you're using a Slackoth, because this raises damage based on happiness stat to a maximum of 255 base power. It's ridiculous. Look at Professor Cosmo. He's so happy. I think it's cute. Oh, he's got himself a little girlfriend here, huh? Or that could be his sister for all I know. Anyways, onwards to Route 115. I now realize I'm actually an idiot and we never actually went over to Route 115. Route 115 is that route north of Rustboro that we couldn't do anything about. The only reason I'm coming through this method is because, well, for one, it gives you to a higher up route that you can't otherwise get to if you come through the Rustboro side. Come on! Can I stop running into Zubats? So we can hop on over here and then through this cave. Exit. Leads to Route 115. So, this, there's a trainer here? Okay. Level up on Zenith. He just had a level 19 Machop. You could have came here a long time ago. So, there is that. You impressed me. Give me a rematch. I'd rather not. Knob. Your name is Knob? I swear, some of the names in there are more strange than Pokemon Coliseum's names. Anyways, over here you got yourself a Great Ball. Pretty nice indeed. And man, there's a bunch of trainers here. Holy crap. Okay. I didn't realize there was actually this many trainers. Got some Blackberries, which is nice. Nice thing is, well, there's no grass at where we're at, so that is one nice thing. I want to see what this item is. I'm not going to drop down to that ledge down there because that is a place of no return for us right now. Let's switch on over. Actually, I don't need to switch anybody, I don't think. You know, I'll keep Nova and Zenith. Let's go fight some people! Level 30 on Nova. I wasn't paying attention for the actual level up because I can't see the freaking XP bars. But there you go, Nova's level 30 now. Hello, Seviper. This fight actually had Zangoose and Seviper now, so hey, if you need to go and see this Pokemon, here you go. Can I ask why Spoink no Splash of all things? And oh, I was wrong about not being able to come back to this route. Never mind. Okay, we could have went through the Rustboro side. And we made a quick trip over to Professor Cosmo anyways, so... And now I realize I have to put Star back on. You are a trainer too? Now the reason I'm skipping all these fights is because we could have came here a long time ago, so a lot of these trainers have like level 18, 19 Pokemon. So it's really not entertaining of just showing them one-shotting everything with Spark. But out on the water, I'm gonna just run into Pokemon. Hello, Tentacool. I do like Tentacool a lot. Someday I want to use this on my team. I don't know when that day will be or what game that will be, but, you know, one day. So further up to the north, we have this little northern patch over here, just with a tree. Yeah, no. There's some grass up here, I think. There's a lot of trainers here. Holy crap. I know there's some grass up here. There's a couple new Pokemon in said grass now that this is technically a higher leveled area. So, just show up. Hello, Doduo. Haven't seen you in a bit. So, starting with new encounters, once you find the grass here. One of them being Jigglypuff. Why is this thing here? It's a strange pure normal type that's only known for its tankiness. It has a lot of HP with okay defensive stats and bad defenses and speed when evolved. It can be pretty nice with TM since it can learn a wide range of moves, but otherwise it just doesn't do much. I guess its ability of Q-Charm is nice, but there's really not much to say with this one. It's just kind of a standard normal type. And again, most normal types are basically completely outclassed when it comes to the Slack-Off line because, well, Slacking's basically a pseudo-legendary. And the other Pokemon you can get here that's completely new is Swellow, a wickedly fast-flying normal type that does its job extremely well. While the rest of its stats are okay, it can put in some good damage with Stab physical, normal, and flying type moves. It's also great that it keeps its ability of guts. Otherwise, it's just a really good flyer pick in a region filled with very limited flying types, especially if you want to skip over evolving Tailo, because Tailo can be pretty difficult to evolve. That's pretty much it of any of the new encounters right here. There's really not much to say with them. It's just a hello Machoke. Oh god, I might have made a mistake when fighting you. I'm gonna try Ember. Karate chop, that's gonna hurt. Yep, I figured as much. Soul doesn't have the greatest of defenses right now, so I'm just gonna switch on over to Nova, because that's probably just gonna be neutral. So yeah, this little route here is pretty ruthless. It got some Pokemon at our level, and this is right after taking down Norman, so it can be pretty rough. Just please kill you at Foresight. Okay, that's not gonna do anything. Very, very good. Leaf Blade! How'd you go? Hey man, I keep... Okay. Since I basically play this game off of a monitor, and I'm not, like, up next to the monitor, but I guess I'm talking so loud that I'm just constantly accidentally spitting on my monitor. It's like twice now that I've noticed a little speck of spit. I apologize, and I know that's gross, but when you're a commentator, that's just things that happen. You either get too excited or you realize you drank too much of something and now you just have a bunch of fluid in your mouth. Oh my god, there's so many trainers. So, over here is something interesting. Is Teomo 1 Focus Punch. Kind of a double-edged sword of a move. The way it works, oh, we need Mach Bite for that. And there's a lot of hidden places here. Actually, I think this allows you to come back up to... I think this allows you to come back up to... Oh, no, it doesn't. Get an iron. Okay. So, Focus Punch, the way it works is you have to spend a turn prepping it, and if you get hit during that prep phase, it'll just cancel the move out and you don't get to do anything. Kinda sucks in that factor, but if you land it, it does a crap ton of damage. I do not want to put Nebula there. Trying to see. I guess Nova is a good support. Sure. I fought you. I'm gonna have to fight this obvious tree that is... Yeah, it's a friggin' tree. Take that, Ultra Ninja attack! So what do you have? Ninjask. Well, thank God you don't have Shedinja. I think it's really funny that, because of the nature of Shedinja... Oh, God! And the nature of this thing is gonna be an ass. No. The nature of Shedinja having Wonder Guard and all that, it's never been on an opponent trainer's Pokemon unless if it's in a competitive thing like the Battle Tower or something. I think that's really funny because you don't ever see Shedinja otherwise. You have to evolve Nincada to get that thing on your decks. Like, no trainer uses it, which is really funny. I guess so that people just don't get screwed over in their fights. Gulpin. Well, we finally have one of the reasons why I picked Soul is so I can have a counter against poison types. Case in point. Also, can I just say that Gulpin's face kind of looks like the Stray Fairies from Majora's Mask? I know it's easy for me to make that connection considering the last LP I did was Majora's Mask, but still, it just reminded me of that. I kind of missed that LP. It was great. I guess speaking of which, I hope you guys have been enjoying the LP up to this point as well. For context, I think it's like episode 4 so far, at least at the time of recording, that has been released, and a lot of you guys have blown up the first video for it, the first episode, so I really do appreciate it. It means a lot that you guys super enjoy the Pokemon videos and, well, videos in general. And besides, I really wanted to come back to Pokemon, because Pokemon, that is a really far route for you to walk over here, bud. Jesus. It just feels really good that there's a lot of people that have returned from actually watching the Soul Silver LP and just kind of waited. Oh god, that's a Hariyama. Okay, time to switch, Hariyama is terrifying. I wouldn't know because I'm using one. But yeah, I do thank you guys for the support and all that, and for those who came back just to go and see Pokemon Emerald, it means a lot. And I'm having a lot of fun because, well, it's friggin' Pokemon, what do you expect? Vital Throw, here we go. And besides, I got plans for the future for other projects as well, and some projects that have been requested. Man, you are... I know you're tanky, but God, you are taking forever to kill. I mean, I don't think Nebula's going to get a level off of this. The nice thing with Ariama's is they're pretty chunky on the EXP front. They give a lot of XP, so... Case in point, from split XP, it was 500 each. Yeesh. Okay, I know there's one more trainer fight, because there's a double battle to the north, but I think that's all the trainers here. Yeah, and there's that patch of grass. I think you can only get through there by... I should probably heal. I think you can only get to that grass by going, like, out of this area and back in because of that stupid ninja kid that blocks you. I'm just gonna heal up a little bit so I have a fighting chance. Soul has just been kind of getting the bad end of the stick here, because, like, there's a lot of fighting types, and while Soul isn't weak to it, Soul doesn't get really any benefits off of that. So, who do we have here? Metatite and Kadabra. Okay, that Kadabra's gotta die first, because that is terrifying. I could do Magnitude. I don't think Nova's gonna get really badly hit by this, and plus I can do Absorb. Yeah, should be fine. I am curious to see how this LP is gonna... Oh god, thank god you didn't land the Disable. And my Mind Reader took aim. Okay, sure, get magnituded. I am really curious how well this LP is gonna do on the channel. And I don't know, if it goes extremely well, you guys are probably laughing at me for even questioning this, but I mean, you never know, man. Like, I've had so many LPs where I thought it wouldn't have gone anywhere, and it ends up being one of the best LPs on the channel. I'm looking at you, Pikmin 2, seriously, that... I still find it weird that that is the highest viewed series on the entire channel. Well, maybe not over time, well, I don't know. I know the first video on that series has, like, over 10,000 views, which is freaking ridiculous. But, I mean, I don't know, it's a close battle between the amount of views of that series and Soul Silver. But, I digress. I don't want to sound like I'm flaunting or anything. I get curious about how well these LPs are going to do, and I know Pokemon LPs tend to do a little better than the other ones, because, well, it's Pokemon, it's a lot more popular, but I guess at this point I'm just rambling. I haven't had a chance to really ramble in this series. I've cut out a lot of fights, and, I don't know, wanted to talk, because I like talking to you guys. And it's not really often that I get to do that verbally. Got some Kelpsy berries. I'm not exactly sure what those do. I'll have to look at that in a second. But it's not very often that I get to talk verbally to you guys because of how far ahead these videos are, and I'm actually having to record a little bit further ahead, just a day earlier than I usually do my recordings, because there's supposed to be really bad thunderstorms in the later weeks, so I'm hoping I don't have to worry about that. So, Kelpsy, friendly but lowers base attack. Why would you want that? Okay. So yeah, there's all the ground. Oh, you can just cross through here behind the tree. Okay. So if you want to go and find those new Pokemon, you can. Not too bad. There's only one last bit of this route. And get used to surfing. In which case, I really need to buy repels. I've been so picky about not buying any because we don't have a lot of money, but at this point, we're probably going to need it, especially since basically every tile on the water is a grass spot, and, well, with Gen 3 being Gen 3, I can't Oh, you are at my level. I didn't even realize that. Oh, Soul, please! We're getting the start of slow Pokemon. If you have really bad speed, you're just never going to escape battle, and you're probably going to die from this, aren't you? Because this is quad weak. Yep. Well, screw you, Tentacle, you're a dick. Can I please just surf down here? Thank you. So, over here we can get ourselves a super potion. Could have had this a long time ago, but didn't really need it. And this takes us to this part of Route 115. Exploring a cave isn't like walking on a road. You never know when wild Pokemon will appear. It's full of suspense. I guess. I just expected it at this point. And this leads all the way back over to Rustboro City. We just did yet another giant circle. I'm gonna go heal real quick. Back out. So, what is next on the agenda? Well, we pretty much did everything I wanted to go and do today. I mostly wanted to explore this route and take care of all the other random stuff, but there's quite a lot of routes going to Dewford and then past that over to way over to Slateport. I know this sounds ridiculous, but we are going to be going over these routes because there's no reason to ever explore them otherwise. So, I think that's where I'm going to end things off there. So, next time on Pokemon Emerald, we're going to be surfing for a long time. So, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.